Drinking buddies. I got Kurt here from SLB Drinks, and we were talking a little fiddler, and he brought us. This is not what we're drinking here, but anyway,
Somewhat.
he brought a sample of a barrel pick that they were working on, and we have a little fun story on that.
I'm your drinking buddy.
Yeah, the funny story is that I try to learn as much as I can from everybody that I can. I don't ever want to be that person that thinks he knows everything, because that's never the case. So I do try to follow certain people's, and I actually probably watch at minimum 80 to 85% of your videos.
Thank you.
Throughout the year. I really do. I do feel also that you have an exceptional palate.
Thank you.
So I try actually to cross-reference things that you might say compared to what I might find in a bottle, and I try to learn from that as well. I will have to say, upfront and honest, you find a lot more cherry than I find.
That is fair. I have had videos where I'm sampling this and I'm like, I'm saying cherry too much.
No, you never. Hey, it's what you know. It's what you feel.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that. So I do try to learn from everybody, and I do follow your channel. And one of the best finds that I've had was from your channel, and that would be from ASW Distillery, this fiddler, Georgia Heart.
Yeah, it is a great bottle.
Yeah,
it's a really great bottle.
What is it? High wheat or two? I know you guys.
Yeah, it's a really high wheat. So it's MGP's wheated mash bill, which is 45% wheat, just pretty hefty on the wheat front.
And then it's aged, and then it's finished with hand charred oak staves, right?
Yeah, from the Georgia Heartwood tree.
Correct.
Yeah.
So I put the mental note, and we do tend to visit, my wife and I, in Arizona every once in a while, because we love it down here and we have family and friends in the area. And lo and behold, I went to Total Wine and they had their pick, because you reviewed a pick. Is this the same one?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Is.
Yeah, this is the Total Wine. So I bought one. I took it to the place we were renting at the time, our Airbnb. I tasted it. I went right back to Total Wine. I bought 3 or 4 more, one for my brother, one for Trent, because it was just that good. It was that good. So Trent knows that and he likes it too. We both love this release from ASW. So he recently lined up a barrel pick for us with the Georgia Heartwood. So what you have in your glass is some of it I had left in the actual sample that we picked to be our barrel pick. So I am kind of thrilled up to hear to see what you think of this particular barrel that we chose.
All right,
and
I'm excited for it.
Find it to your liking. Great stuff. So good. It's syrupy.
Yeah, I was gonna say like brown sugar and like maple syrup.
Oh, that helps. And I hope it kills me on the palate, man. I just love it.
I should definitely give a little credit where credit is due on this. A great subscriber, Jim Matthews, he comments on almost all of my videos. I'm getting all of this street cred for talking about Fiddler, and he's the one that told me to buy it. Jim. So I should start giving Jim some credit whenever I talk about Fiddler, because Jim is the reason that I like Fiddler. So
and thank you, Jim, because it's came all the way up to Northwest Indiana as well, because it's a great product.
Yeah, for sure.
It's fantastic.
One of the best things about this bottle, I think, is just how much of a great like syrupy viscosity it's got to it. It's just so thick and viscous, and it just coats your entire mouth in flavor.
And with the wheat mash bill, it's soft on the palate. It feels good in there.
I thought this was good, and this is noticeably better.
We're very fortunate to get that sample. Of course, we can't travel everywhere we like to go. So they sent us 3 separate samples, and this is the one that we chose. We felt very fortunate that they had that available in our sample pack. But to me, it's just bright, syrupy notes like we talked about. What I love, though, into the finish, too.
Then the oak starts to come in.
Yes, a little bit of oak and a little bit of char. I know not everybody is a big fan of when in particular we say char.
Yeah.
So I want to say it lightly, because it's not heavy duty char.
Yeah.
Deep and dark.
More of like complementary to those sweet notes. You get a little bit of a like slightly spicy finish there with the char.
Yeah, that's well said. Yeah, very much so. Adds to the complexity of the sip as well. It takes you through that journey that all good whiskeys do. If it's a really good bourbon or whatever whiskey you're drinking, it takes you on a little bit of a journey. You know, that's what I find with this one. The entry is super nice and sweet, soft in the palate, viscous, like you said. You know, syrupy, maple, all that good stuff. And into the finish, it goes a little bit darker into that char.
Yeah.
A little bit of a light char.
And really long, really nice finish. Yeah, it's one of those pours too where, you know, you're dealing with 115 proof, but it doesn't drink anywhere near that. So you get yourself into a little bit of trouble with this one.
Yes,
you know,
do.
you're on your third or fourth pour. Oh, wait a minute, this is 115 proof. I need to. Yeah, that is quality.
So I have to ask you, do I get the Drinking Buddies approval?
Your Drinking Buddies approved. Yeah. So yeah, definitely. I do think this is noticeably better than this, and I really like this pick. So
I love it. I love it as well. And I got the same pick.
Yeah.
And I love it as well. I just got it several months after you put it on a video.
Yeah, and it was kind of interesting to watch. There had to have been a rise in the demand for this bottle, because I've watched Total Wine have it from about $67 to now it's $88. So there has to be somewhat of a demand for this bottle, because for a smaller company to have a bottle go up $20 and a short amount of time is kind of crazy.
Yeah, well, let's talk price for a second. You know, we always like to try to talk price a little bit here and there. Is $80 worth it for you for that bottle? It is me too.
Yeah.
And some people may not think that, and that's okay. That's your opinion. I'm good with that. For me, you get a little edgy when you buy an $80 bottle and you get it home, you open it, and you're just hoping, right?
Yeah.
You're hoping it's going to be worth that $4.20 you just smacked down on the
cup. And that's fair. It's
yes.
a lot of money for a lot of people.
Yes, it is.
That's
yes,
4 to 5 bottles of Wild Turkey 101.
And,
you know?
You got that right. So, I mean, for me too, and I can agree with him. For me, I think it's a wonderful whiskey. I really do. And for $80, I mean, you get any more than that, yeah, you're questionable. But I would like to have found that for $67, like you said.
Yeah,
that would have been a buy.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and when it was $67, I recommended it to a lot of people, and they all went out and bought it. And I think there might be a little bit of a hesitation now that it's $90. But
yeah, I can understand.
Yeah, and I can totally understand that too. Yeah,
wonderful.
Great pick. I look forward to, he gave me some samples of some of their other barrel picks, so I'll definitely do a video for those, so look forward to that. Really a great experience I've had here with Kurt. I'm just so grateful to have you on the channel. It's been awesome.
Yep, thanks for having us. We're glad to make the trip here. It was a lot of fun.
And I appreciate all you guys watching, liking, subscribing. We'll see you on the next one. Thank you.